It's Carter Sports back. And today we head out to USC where they had some few visitors in the transfer portal. So let's go. And if you been here before, can you please hit that like, please? And if you ain't subscribed, boy, you better subscribe. Trojan family, Trojan gang, fight on forever is in the building. And today we're gonna talk about what happened over the weekend at USC. USC had 3 different visitors come in, kids that had hopped in the portal. We still in that portal shopping, trying to show up, get them right groceries so Deontay Lynn and USC and Eric Honey could cook this year on defense for this season, because we need that. We need that front 7 to be locked in, and most importantly, we need the defensive lineman to cause rep, because that's the key to Deontay Lynn defense. So that's why I'm crunching. I'm like, man, let's get some interior D guys, because we not gonna get the best out of Deontay Lynn's scheme if we don't got the interior right. So Javier Suggs came on the campus for a visit. Know y'all heard about him by now. Kid 6'3", 290, out of Grand Valley State in Michigan. Now the kid coming from the D2 level, and I was a little skeptical. Like, we shopping at the clearance rack, we gotta go down to D2 to grab somebody, the mighty USC. But I did my homework. That's why you gotta do your homework. And I was late doing my homework because I seen D2 and I was irritated. But I did my homework and my research, and I done found out this kid a baller though. Watching this film, can't deny it. Watching this film, he causing wreck, he doing his thing. But in the back of my mind, I'm still skeptical, because you doing this against inferior competition. At least what you gonna face in the Power 5. Right, but this kid offer list is too long. This kid got like 30-40 Power 5 offers. Got offers out the SEC, the big, you know what I'm saying, the Big 12, ACC. He got offers everywhere. So if every university that need a defensive lineman feel like this kid is worth a chance, I gotta lean on that. And they ain't tripping off the D2 level. If they feel like he could get it done on the D1 level, coaches at the Power 5 level, I mean, I respect coaches at the Power 5 level, especially the scouts. I know they have high knowledge, know the game, especially schools that put players in the NFL and always compete on the Power 5 level. I gotta trust their judgment to a certain degree. So if the whole Power 5 feel like this kid could play at Power 5, then let's see. Let's get him up. Coach Henny thinks it. So let's get him up. Now, I know he wasn't on the radar at first, so I know we trying to get what's left. But sometimes you find a diamond in the rough. You may didn't notice this kid because the eyes and the publicity and attention and highlight on the other kids, but that don't mean this kid ain't a baller as well. So everybody feel like he deserved a shot. So hopefully he picked SC. But it's tricky because he dropped a Twitter pic visiting the SC, but he made sure to put not committed. Right? So do that mean he's not convinced? Do that means USC wasn't good enough? Or he just letting the other schools know, hey, schedule me for a visit. It's open contact. Just because I'm at SC don't mean don't try to get me. So that don't make me feel good, right? But hey, people going through their process, we gotta try, man. And a lot of schools offering make me feel good about the offer, but it also make me feel like, man, it's gonna be a bidding war now. It may not be as ridiculous as the other kids, but it's still gonna be some money on that. And when USC gotta compete with SEC schools, I get nervous. Cause I know when money gonna be involved, and money is the main factor, I'm nervous with USC. Know what I'm saying? This ain't Colorado. This ain't Miami, who already spent a lot of their money. These is SEC schools. These is other schools who got money to spend. And him saying he not committed and making sure all the colleges know that. I mean, man, he like, when you get a visitor, you don't want him to leave campus. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want him to be like, you don't want him to even leave. You don't want him putting something saying not committed. Like, ooh, that kind of stung me. And they say he trending to go to Michigan State. That's what some of the recruiting sites think, but you can't put too much weight in that, right? And then we got Chase Mitchell, offensive tackle, big offensive tackle out of Liberty. They went undefeated in their season. They ended up playing Oregon in the bowl game. This kid Chase Mitchell, I like his swag. 6'4", 330. Like how he be hype. I like how he into a game for an offensive tackle. He bring that energy, and it seemed like he'd be good for the locker room. One of them kids that be hype up and excited to play. Seemed like he loved the game, and he played for respect. I'm watching him. He trying to demand respect out there, and he trying to win. He care about winning. He just don't care about if I allow the sack or not. He want to win, and that's what I like about the kid. Big offensive tackle out of Liberty. Like I said, they were undefeated. So he played for a good school, a good program that's used to winning. So even from coming out from Liberty, he could bring that winning karma with him. You know what I'm saying? That winning environment, that winning attitude. He want to win. He expect to win. He used to winning. And that's the type of players you want. Winners. Players who compete and got passion and got love for the game. And that ooze all out this kid, Chase Mitchell, man. I really like him. And if we get Chase Mitchell, I feel like our offensive line gonna be a strength. If we at our top 5, our top 6, if we had him to this group, Maheim and Pregnon and Page, yeah. Maheim, Pregnon, Page, and this kid, that's a nice 4 right there. And then you got Mason Murphy, and I'm getting somebody, right? To me, that's a good offensive line. An offensive line we should lean on. We need big beef eaters like this on the offensive side of the ball as well, because the Big Ten gonna try to run it down our throat. They was gonna do that anyway, because they Big Ten, they think we soft, we West Coast. They was gonna do that anyway because we thin on the D line, right? So they gonna try to overkill us with the run game. They gonna be trying to run us out the building. They gonna play time of possession with USC. We got to get ready. The Iowas, the Wisconsins, the Michigans, and they are going to try to pound. They gonna be running the ball probably at a 70%, a high 60 to 70% rate. I'm telling you, and try to set us up with the play action. Our secondary is nice. They ain't gonna want to test that like that, right? They gonna want to put the ball in the air against our secondary. That's another reason they gonna run down our throat. Because at this point, our strength is our secondary. Why play through our strength and throw it? Second, they want to run anyway. First, they know we thin anyway. So we need to get on top of that. Lincoln Riley need to change his strategy a little bit, and we need to be more 50-50. I mean, we got 4 running backs. We need to use them. I feel like we didn't use Marshawn Lloyd enough. I don't even feel like we used Travis Dye enough, but he got hurt. Or Austin Jones. I feel like we damn sure should have been using Darwin Barlow, right? So we got 4 backs. We got Marks, we got Jordan, we got Peterson and Jackson. They all should be getting touches in this Big Ten, right? Because we ain't got Caleb to do Houdini no more, right? Miller Moss ain't as mobile as Caleb. So when we pass the ball, we really gonna be passing the ball. You feel me? When we had Caleb, it's like he could drop back for a pass, but at any moment it could become a run. So that still had to keep teams balanced and keep their eyes on the pocket, whether they got to keep their eyes on the quarterback or the running back. That still helped our offense. Miller Moss ain't got that Houdini to his game. So we're gonna have to be real balanced and run the ball, because I feel like that's gonna be better for our offense, period. And I know we thirsty to feed our receivers, but I'm more thirsty to win and protect our defense. So we should be running the ball a lot, and we should be doing what they trying to do. We should be on that play action game. I mean, especially since we love our backs. I love our backs. Let's run the ball. And if we got big offensive linemen like this one, Chase Mitchell, 6'4", 330, with Maheim and Page and Pregnon look way. I was watching the spring game. He was pushing our defensive lineman down the field on plays. I seen one play, he put somebody like 7-8 yards down the field. So I feel like if we get this kid, our offensive line is set, at least the top 6, and we need to run the ball to control time control. Because what that gonna do is gonna keep our defense fresh. We ain't that deep in the trenches, so we can't go that deep. We need to keep our defensive line fresh. And the more fresher we keep them, by keeping them off the field. And the less time on the field is less injuries too, because injuries could kill us if we get the wrong injury on the defensive line. We really can't. At this point, we really can't have no injuries, no serious injuries on the defensive line. It could kill us. So to try to avoid injury, we need the ball control, because the less snaps for the defense, the less chance of injury, right? So we need to be playing ball control to protect our health and our stamina on the defensive side of the ball. Get what I'm saying? So I like this kid. This is a kid you can lean on. Big 330, 6'4", 330 tackle. He can seal that edge. We could be bouncing to the outside or the inside with him. You know what I'm saying? Him at one end and Page at the other end. Woody Marks and Quentin Jones should be able to bounce some when we ain't got nothing up the middle. But we got Maheim in the middle, so we will be able to get something there too. Like, get this kid. Our run game could be sick. When I'm looking at it, if we make this addition, with the running backs we got and the offensive line we got, our run game might be just as talented and as lethal as our pass game with our quarterbacks and the receivers when I'm looking at the offensive line and running backs. So let's use that. Let's not put pressure on Miller Moss. Who was that? Jacoby Covington saying, oh, we a team now? Well, let's play like 50-50. 50 run, 50 pass, Riley. And then you got Tyler Barron. I know that people feel like we good at edge, but we got talent at edge, but it ain't like we got a superstar. There's a lot of potential. I can see Jamil Muhammad taking that next step. He a baller. Even though, like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Jamil Muhammad should be a linebacker. I don't know why nobody sees that. I don't know, nobody sees that. And I feel like it's because he can play the edge and he good at playing edge. So when DeAnton Lynn came and he watching film, okay, this the edge, okay, he pretty cool, he a good player, so he kept him at edge. But I don't think it crossed his mind to say, you know what, this kid is the more prototypical linebacker size. I mean, he's 6'2", 250, 260, like, that's a linebacker. And with his speed, I feel like he should be a linebacker, but that's neither here nor there. He gonna be the edge. He ain't campaigning for that, I guess, and I don't know, but I like Jamil. I can see him taking the next step. I can see Braylon Shelby taking the next step, but nobody got it on lock. It ain't like we got a first. It ain't like we got a lock to at edge where that's his position. He a projected NFL draft pick. Latu was the first defensive player taken off the board. I don't think Jamil Muhammad and Braylon Shelby's at that level yet, right? So I wouldn't mind bringing another edge in because we need to stack. Just because we ain't stacking up on the interior defensive lineman don't mean we don't need to stack the other position and competition. Remember, P. Curry, you had a competition Wednesday? Was it competition Wednesday? Or Thursday? One of them days it was competition and it was ones on ones. Know what I'm saying? So competition bring the best out. So Jamil Muhammad and Braylon Shelby, if they is them dudes, bringing in Tyler Barron, it's gonna help expedite that process. Because if you that dude, you gonna compete and you want to play. So if Tyler Barron coming in balling and you got it in, you gonna ball too. So it makes for good depth, good chemistry. And De'Anton Lynn, he got packages where he uses 2 edges at once. So it ain't overkill to have 4 edges, right? Or 3. But you got Shelby Muhammad. I think Lucas got to move inside, right? Because we ain't got no DT, but Lucas go be playing defensive end some too as well. Nate Clifton, he got to move inside, right? But he really a defense end. I know he gonna play some of that too, right? So if we get Barron, that's less. We got to use. That's less pressure on Muhammad and Shelby, and I'll be able to just keep them fresh. If I'm an edge rusher, it ain't necessarily about snaps. I want to get snaps, but I want to be fresh on every snap to where I'm wearing the offensive lineman out. I could go full motor, right? Every play. If you playing every play, it's hard to go full motor, and then you out there playing fatigue and just off adrenaline. That when injuries could come. That's another thing why I'll take another edge, because let's say if Muhammad did get injured and then just Shelby, or Shelby got injured and it's just Muhammad, now we like, ooh, now Shelby or Muhammad getting wore out, right? So I'll take Tyler Barron. He good. He got that potential. He competitive. Like Chase Mitchell. I like his competitive nature. I like it. He want to win. He ain't just happy with not giving up a sack for his quarterback. That kid want to win. And he come from a winning environment in Liberty. Like I said, they went 13-0. He used to winning. So he going to bring that winning attitude to the locker room. Tyler Barron going to bring that competitive edge to the edge room. Right? And Javier Suggs will bring us another body that we need in the interior. Now, I still think we need another Mo. Still think we need more, because even if we get Suggs, we still one injury away from being in a tough situation. You never want to be in a situation where one injury can just change the whole expectation of the season. If it ain't the quarterback position, one injury shouldn't change the whole expectation. If we get an injury on the defensive line, we gonna have to change expectations on this team, right? So we gonna see, man. Hopefully SC get these kids, because we need every single one of them. We need every single one of them. So until then, it's Carter Sports, it's USC, it's Trojan City. So let's go.